Hello everyone. Today is Monday, August 11th, and I'm here with a very quick crochet update for you. I have worked on one thing all week, which is kind of a miracle. Ta-da! And I am not finished. I was trying so hard to finish it last night for today's video, but I had to go to bed, so I was not able, but I'm really close. I have this much left on one side, so almost a whole side. But this is what I decided to do on the border, and I'm really liking it. It's the slanted shell stitch by Nastasia. Well, that's the tutorial I'm following, and it's really cute. So here's the blanket, all joined and almost bordered, but we still do need to sew in ends and finish that shell stitch. The downside is it does take a while, but isn't it cute? So I just love that. It's basically seven double crochets in this hole that you create by doing these 4 double crochets, and then you chain 4, and the chain 4 is connected with a slip stitch to the previous one, and then you create that hole where you make the next one, and you do 1 extra one in the corners. Pretty easy. It was very easy to pick up, and so we're almost there, people. And that is it for crochet update this week. So I'm just going to go ahead and keep talking about my other subject and just do one video, because yeah, that was too short. The other thing that I wanted to give you an update on was the weight loss efforts, the getting healthy efforts for this past week. I think my last video, the first one I did, was like on Tuesday or Wednesday, but I actually started the week on Monday. So I want to give you updates on my week. Will go from Monday to Sunday, and then I'll try and give you an update on Mondays. So here's the results of my first week of being accountable to whoever's watching on YouTube. My high for the week was 210, and my low, which was just yesterday morning, was 207.4. So that is a loss of 2.6 pounds. I'm going to take that as a win. And yeah, good stuff. I was not perfect by any means. During the week, I had 4 large salads. So 4 days I had a large salad, which I count that as a win. And I did my green smoothies only 2 of the 7 days because I ran low on supplies and didn't get to the grocery store very quickly. So I went with the green salads, and I also did roasted vegetables a couple days. And interestingly enough, I was definitely feeling more satisfied on the days that I had the roasted vegetables and had neither a salad or a smoothie, so whatever. I was pretty good about no processed foods, no added sugars. I did my 96 ounces of water 3 of the days. The other days I was close. I was around 80 ounces. My triumphs for the week would be, I got really tempted. Well, it wasn't a temptation I was going to act on, but late one night, my sister sent out this wonderful picture of some tacos she was about to eat that she had just made. And honestly, talk about a trigger. I just wanted Mexican food. I mean, it was all I could do not to go to the kitchen and make myself a quesadilla, which would not have been nearly as good as those tacos, I'm sure. But I didn't. It was like 9:30. I went to sleep, and yeah, it passed. But I consider that a triumph because, yeah, I thought for sure the next day I was going to end up picking up Mexican food somewhere, but I did not. And another triumph, I walked 2 nights of the week, the last 2 nights here, with my husband and puppies, so that was good. I count that a win. I have not done that in ages. It's just about a half a mile, a little over half a mile that we walk. And, oh, I did have one close call. So I do my grocery ordering online. I love that because it's easy and it keeps me out of the store where I don't have to face so much temptation. Although you'd be surprised how much danger you can fall into just ordering online. So it's everywhere. And that's what I almost did. I just had this craving for cake and I put it in my basket and I thought, oh, I'll just do it. You know, you make all these justifications, right? I won't eat it all. I'll share it with my husband, who doesn't need it either. But I want it, you know? You want it. Well, here's a good thing about online ordering. You can walk away for a while and then come back. And that's exactly what I did. No, actually, I placed the order. Yeah, I went ahead and placed it. And then, thankfully, I came to my senses later that night and I went in and I modified it. And that's a wonderful thing. You can modify your order because pickup wasn't till the next morning. And I took out those, it was 2, it was one, like, I don't know, 8 slices of a pound loaf cake and then another. I wasn't even satisfied with one. I got 2 and then another like big piece of pound cake. Out of the cart, gone. They never made it into my house, so I am so thankful for that. I'm not saying you can't have cake anytime, but I was clearly just operating on a craving and had a weak moment, and so I'm glad that I just was able to not follow through with that because I lost 2.5 pounds, right? So yeah, but that was close. So I really need to watch, even when I'm doing an online order, watch that I'm not too hungry at the time that I'm making that order. Things that have helped me so far that I can see just after this. Well, this is actually the 7th week that I've been doing green smoothies, watching my diet more carefully, and then just exercising for the last week. So, oh, that was another win. I exercised every morning with a Faithful Workouts video, which they vary between 22 minutes to 30 minutes, at least the ones that I'm choosing. And I chose a chair workout every day. And believe it or not, you can get a good workout with a chair workout. So I'm happy with those for now. And because my knee had been bothering me and I didn't want to aggravate it. And yeah, I got a good workout every one of those days. So I was happy with that. I found that the best time to do it is in the morning, because when I say I'm going to do it and I even dress in my workout clothes, I can get to the nighttime so fast and then say, oh, forget it, I'll do it tomorrow. So best thing to do that first thing in the morning. So another thing that's helped me is the food log. I've been logging my food, and so I think that's a good accountability thing, and it's also good feedback. So if I see that I was going up on the scale, I can look and see what I've been eating. You know, am I eating too much bread or too late at night, which is another challenge that I experienced. Was several nights I ate way too late and I don't sleep as well. The scale is always up the next morning and it's just not a good, I don't want to do that. But my problem is I was making that last meal like around 3 or 4 o'clock, and it would be like a good sized salad or finishing up my smoothie. But especially the nights that we went for a walk, by the time I get home around 9:30, I'm hungry. And then what do? It's almost time for bed, but you don't want to go to bed with your stomach growling. So I think I need to make my final meal of the day like maybe closer to 5 or 5:30, even 6, and make sure that it's not really light, because it's got to carry me till the next day, till probably, I don't usually eat till almost noon each day, my first meal. So we're still working that out. Anyway, I know I don't want to eat too late. And my goal is to get to bed by 10:30, which I did not do. But one night, only one night, yesterday was the only night I got to bed that early. I had nights I went to bed at 1 a.m. Those are the nights that I ate late also. So that's another problem with eating late, is I end up staying up late because I have all that energy. Yeah, not a good plan. So yeah, I mentioned online ordering. That really helps me out. And during one of the Faithful Workout videos, she gave this wonderful tip. When you take your sip of water, you know, sometimes it's hard to get all that water in during the day. When you take a sip, take 8. So count 8 sips every time you drink. You'll be amazed how quickly you will go through your glass of water. And that actually helped me get up to the 96 ounces on the 3 days that I did. So I just love that tip. And 8 is about my max. It's like, no more. But yeah, that was really helpful. And it's easy. It's easy to remember, 4 and 4 or 8 or whatever, to get that water in. Yeah, that's about it. So I would call the week a win. And I learned a few things. A few things were highlighted for me that I need to change. But all in all, good. And so I hope you all have had a good week. If you didn't, just like one person I used to follow used to say, just hit the reset button and start right now and do better. And we will meet our goals, Lord willing, before we die. Okay, I'm leaving. Nice chatting with you, and we'll talk to you next week.